home. Let's get to work. For now, what I work on is like the dash, and I'm going to show you guys what my dash looks like. This is slime there. It moves. The slime moves in every direction. I made it random. Look, this is the dash, but I will implement. I'll implement invincibility soon with the dash. And yeah, that's probably all I gotta show you today. I won't show too much though. Failing is not as bad as you think it is. Even though failing is like very scary to even think about, like let's say you're failing on a subject, right? Of course we would be like, let's say that's just a midterm grade, that's not like the final grade. So we would be like, oh no, I'm failing, I need to do better for this subject, right? As you can see, we'll have that mentality of trying to be better, or trying to get better on that specific subject because we're failing, right? So I think for me, failing is not that bad because it like opens something inside us that could make us like have a drive to really work hard for. And failing comes with so much lessons, like something that will be ingrained in our mind, like something we could remember further on in our lives. Like most of our books are authors that had failed so many times, had so many tests but failed. That's why they have a book to teach us to not to do like the same thing as them, like not to fail the same thing as them, right? Anyways, for me, failing is really not that bad because it will actually be helpful to you in the future and learning things that's really hard for you to learn. But if you keep trying and trying because you have that like that mentality of trying to get better, then that would be good for you. But if you're just failing as of like you're lazy and you don't want to study, you don't want to do anything, then you're just a failure. You're not making or doing anything that could change the way your grades or what your life could look like. For me, you should try at least, even though you don't really see it, like you won't like, even though you're like very discouraged, you're like, oh, I don't think I could make it in life. But at least you should at least try, you know. Even though that's your mentality, you should at least try. Because if you prove yourself wrong, then you would be very mad at yourself on why you even think of that. Because all of us think that we're ass, or should I even say that word? All of us think that we're like bad or like dumb or stupid. Like we can't really learn this subject. We can't really advance to the next level of our program or course because I feel like we're stuck on somewhere, like everyone's all the way up here and you're still down here. But the thing is, you can still climb up. You don't have to compare yourself to them. You have to compare yourself to your past self. Don't ever compete on others' succession and compare yourself towards them, because you're gonna be discouraged a lot. Always compete with yourself, your current self, your past self, and compare with your current self with your past self. You'll see a lot of improvements. You'll be like, oh, I didn't even know this could even happen to me. I didn't know that this is possible for me to do. And then you'd be shocked that there's actually a lot of improvements if you compare your current self to your past self. Because let's say, I don't really know what else to say this. I guess 1 plus 1, right? When we were kids, 1 plus 1 was hard. We were kids anyways. Of course it's hard. Why is it hard? What do you mean by hard? Like let's say we just touch that lesson, like we're new to it, and then for some reason 1 plus 1 is hard for us. You might write 3, but then the answer is actually 2. Then if I ask you 1 plus 1 right now, you would say the answer is 2, because it's ingrained in your mind, because you keep doing it multiple times. People keep asking it multiple times, and now 1 plus 1 just became a very straight answer of 2, right? See what I did there? If you keep getting the wrong answer, like if you keep putting 3, then so much people is trying to teach you, like, oh, this is the correct answer, this is what you should do, this is the steps you should do to get your way to that answer. And for me, that's actually good, because it will be ingrained in your mind. You won't ever forget it, you will always remember it. And especially in game development, there's like probably 100 mistakes I've done, probably lesser than that, but every time I get what I want to get, it's always satisfying to watch. It's not only that you're failing, it's also satisfying when you see yourself succeed, because of the like lessons you got from those failures, right? We always get lessons from them. We don't always leave without any lessons from the like past failures. We always try to like look back, oh, what did I do wrong here? Maybe I shouldn't do that, I shouldn't do this here. That's why failure could actually teach us more than school could ever did. Because if you go to school, let's say you're succeeding all of the time, you won't actually learn anything. You'll just forget it the next day. It's normal to forget it the next day, because you're succeeding, right? If you're succeeding too much, then your brain will be on that mode where, oh, I don't need to study, I don't need to be better because I'm already better. And then when you see yourself fail once, then it will all crash down. You're gonna be discouraged. You're gonna be like, you're gonna be sad. You're not going to be motivated anymore, because you don't think you're better than everyone else now. You don't think you're better, and you don't think you don't need to study anymore. Everyone needs to study, right? And that's why I think failure is like the best thing rather than succeeding, because failure has more lessons than succession will ever have. What do I mean by that? If you don't know what I mean by that, of course, I'll explain further, but you guys could probably just skip the video if you guys find this bored already. But for me, succession will only teach you only the little things. I don't even remember like my high school days. All I did was like pass, and that's it. But okay, I think this is the simplest way to say it. Let's say you have a quiz, right? It's the total score is 10. You answered perfectly, but you got 1 wrong. You won't ever forget that answer until your next exam. You'll be like, okay, that answer is this question or this definition. It will forever be, or not really forever, more like it will be on your brain, because you can't really move on to that answer because you failed. You'll try to answer it again without ever doing the same mistakes in your quizzes again. If that makes any sense. I guess that's all I gotta say. Hope you guys like the lesson that I have here. It might be way too like, might be way too boring. I don't know, but I hope you guys like it.